PO just called. He said come outside. So, see what he wants.
How you doing, man?
You okay?
Is that your mom's phone or your phone?
Just borrowing the phone, man. It's not mine.
Okay, check it out. We came last time. You're on the radar. You know, like the PD now, they're aware because of the last arrest. I mean, what have you. The mental health issue aspect of it, I can't get into arguing if you're on parole, if you're not on parole. But the fact is, you are diagnosed EOP. Okay? Your discharge review date is coming up September. I need you to get in, this is only once a month. If I bring you some Vista bus tokens, are you going to make it down to Oxnard?
No, I'm not. You just told me last time I talked to you that was already done and over with.
No, that was through CARES, but you didn't go through CARES, Donald.
CARES
Okay.
has nothing to do with anything.
Okay, let me ask you this. Without getting upset, would you recognize that there's some mental health issues you need to address?
There's no mental health issues.
You don't have no mental health
You're
issues?
the only one that's bringing this up every time.
Okay.
There was never a problem with Alcantar or nobody else.
Because when you were with Alcantar, he talked to Mrs. Westcott, which is a POC clinician. How you doing? And can you be present?
He's bringing up the mental health thing again, going out there after he just said forget about it.
When Alcantar was supervising him, it was Mrs. Westcott closed out the case because it was kind of agreed that because he's here in Santa Barbara, he would be seeing CARES, a CARES clinician here locally. He obviously hasn't, and the last arrest that took place, when our supervisor checks, his status of what he's been, his adjustment on parole, she's like, no, if he hasn't been seeing CARES, he has to, at the very minimum, see POC once a month, which is our parole outpatient clinic, Mrs. Westcott in Oxnard. You may see it as a sanction, but it's not because I want to make you. It's like you're diagnosed as EOP, which means you have to see somebody. And if you're not seeing CARES here in Santa Barbara, you have to go see Mrs. Westcott.
So you must not have been checking your emails, or your voicemails, because I left you all that information. I went to CARES, I've checked in with them. They said it's as needed. You said this was closed out with Miss Westcott last time I talked to you, and I have all that proof.
But she doesn't have no proof that you went to CARES, though, Donald.
There was never known. That's not even relevant. But I'll be forwarding all this information again. So
when your discharge review, when his discharge review comes up in September, Patty, we need to, there's really no reason for me to retain him on parole come September, but I just need, if he's at the very minimum compliant with POC, which is this, they can close this out, but you have to see her again. Does that make sense? You have to see her again.
No, it doesn't, because it doesn't make sense to my lawyer or anybody else I talked to. You just told me it was closed out with her.
Okay, I'm just, just like you're saying, you're going to forward information, I'm going to document it. If you don't...
That's great.
So... You should go see him, Donna. It's not going to hurt you to go see him.
Can I give you this? It's going to be for April 5th at 11:45.
What does that have to... I'm confused in why you're giving it to her when this has to do with me. You dealing with anybody else besides me?
This because she's your mom. She's your mom, and there's, it's like the saying goes, it takes a village to raise a person. Even though you're a grown person, Donald, I need her assistance because obviously you're a little bit resistant to what I'm telling you.
Well, you figure out what it would feel like to get arrested and put in jail for a week for doing absolutely nothing, and then you think about that to yourself, and then you'd probably understand.
But you're talking about, there's a lot of issues that I'm not a mental health expert. I'm not. Well, but I do know that you have been diagnosed as EOP.
You know what's confusing to me, right? Is every time you come over here and talk to me, you say we're all good and everything's good, and then you always bring up this mental health thing, and then you finally got it.
See them.
And then you finally got it closed out after a year and a half. You told me last time. I got the proof that you said you closed it out with her, and she closed it.
You know what it was, Donald? It's just that it was kind of like, in good conscience, we gave you the benefit of the doubt that you were seeing cares. And the way that you've been behaving as of recently, coming out, you're recording, the arrest that took place on Carrillo and Chapala, I mean, you just kind of flipped out a little bit, okay?
Why? Because getting arrested for no reason is something to be happy about.
And I did ask you, hey, let me talk to your lawyer. That way I can have some communication, because at the very least, I don't even think you have a lawyer. I would love to talk to a lawyer to advise you.
That's what you said last time. And then last time you said you got a call from a lawyer and you wanted to know who it is. I got the recording on that too.
Okay. Well, if you do have a lawyer, I would love to talk to your lawyer, Donald, just because it seems like you pay attention, the advice from your lawyer, you are taking it, and you're not listening to anything that I have to say, Donald.
Because you tell me everything between us is good, and then every time something comes up, you say it's not.
You don't have to go, but what will happen, you're not going to get arrested for but it's a part of your condition. If you look at your conditions of parole, you need to attend POC. And if you weren't seeing cares, because that's what Mrs. Westcott said, in lieu of POC, go to cares. But you haven't been seeing cares, even by your own admission.
No, I've left you multiple messages. I left the same thing with Alcantar. You should have, if your voicemails are documented and logged, you'll have it, because I got it all logged too. I got the names for the people out here too.
Your discharge review day is coming up in September.
Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't mean you're going to get off in
That's
September.
Fine, but
you're willing to stay on another year, because if you go to POC at the very minimum once a month, we could recommend discharge.
You could keep me on this for another 10 years. I'll just keep building up the proof. It's fine. I'll have somebody talk to your supervisor about this, because you're the only one that seems to be bringing this issue.
I would love for you to go talk to my supervisor.
No, I'm not going to talk to him. I'm going to have somebody else talk to him.
Okay, so
you need to go to the doctor once a month. Is not going to kill you. Just go and talk to him, no matter how much you don't want to.
And here's the thing, Donald.
It needs to be done.
I'm not the one that says if you need medications or not, but sometimes your behavior, it does kind of lead me to believe, like, hey, maybe we can visit the situation and maybe taking medication.
But you're not a doctor, and you're not.
All I'm saying is, hey, let's visit that situation. Maybe you do need medication.
It's already been done and it's over with. So.
Okay. The reason I kind of wanted did talk to your mom. This is.
So you've been talking to her outside of my presence as well?
No. That's why I'm asking her.
You're doing it now.
I'm doing it right now, Donald. See, there's a paranoia. Like,
no, I'm just asking, because I don't know if you're talking to her behind my back.
There will be no reason for
paranoia thing is, you always talking about people taking your pictures. You even told some other people that when you were at the grocery store, somebody was behind the bushes taking pictures of you, and you were referring to me. So that's kind of paranoia.
Okay,
Yeah.
Donald. So, Patty, you are my witness. This is for him, but I give it to you just so you can.
But you said that I do not have to do this, right?
No, you have to do it.
Now you're saying I did, because I'm going to play this back and I'm going to forward it. You say I didn't.
This might be used against you if you're recording it. I mean.
No, this will be even more beneficial, because you just told me that I don't have to attend this in Oxnard, but I can go down here to CARES.
No, that was before. One of the reasons Mrs. Westcott closed out or said you don't have to go to POC is because they gave you the benefit of the doubt that you were going to CARES. Okay.
It's funny, they never even contacted me once by phone or mail, so
that's fine.
This is all your say so. Everything that's being said is you.
Now that I know that you're not going to CARES is why this is coming up.
But
well, if he goes to see this person, will they transfer him down here?
They could, one of two things. They could either transfer him depending on his, or eventually they could even close him out. But that's not. But if you understand, that's a whole separate entity. POC, it works with parole, but it's a mental health aspect of it. That's why it's called parole outpatient clinic. POC.
He said last time she closed it out. I've given him all the voicemails and everything for the people down here at the social services office.
Do you need the bus tokens, Donald, to go?
No, I don't, because you just said that I don't have to go to that inventory.
April 5th, 11:45. There's an expectation for you to be there.
If you don't go, then you're going to be on it for another year. And
that's
I
fine.
think you should go.
I'll forward this as soon as I'm done, and then
Okay.
It'll be great because
Right
you
on.
just, I could literally rewind this back about 5 minutes and you just said, I don't have to
No,
attend
you do
this.
have to go. You do have to go.
So
You do have a POC. You do have a requirement to attend POC.
yeah.
And see
And you
the
also
recording
said
aspect,
it could go right here.
the recording aspect of what you do, Donald. I don't see I mean, I don't see the whole thought
It'll
process.
all play out very well because I told you I'm going to be making sure this is all taken care of legal
You
wise.
said you had a chance to go here.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Patty?
Yeah, you blew that for going here. So now you got to go back to.
The funny thing is, how did I blow it from going over here when I got
not
all,
going.
when I got all this
Patty, I
information?
appreciate you kind of filtering out what just took place. Yeah, he didn't have to go to POC because, like, if you go to CARES, that's fine. But since he didn't go there, he went there and then it was kind of referred to CARES. That was kind of like, as long as he's going to CARES, but we know if he's not getting treatment at CARES.
Look, here's my wallet.
Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
That's basically what I'm saying. And I think that's
Once a month
that's
is not
lost in
gonna hurt him.
translation. And he could agree with Mrs. Westcott on when the next appointment has to be. It may not necessarily be May. It might be for June, you know. But the thing is, the most important thing that I want him to understand is that, just my professional opinion, maybe medications are needed. He doesn't have, you know, we can't force him to take medication.
See,
But
look, here's a CARES card with a supervisor and a
What day was that, Dom?
psychiatrist.
what day was that?
You should have it all on your voicemail. I've left all these messages with you, and the people down here in this social services office, because you guys refused to transfer it down here, all said if I feel I need anything, I can go there and obtain all of the help. That's all it is. If I feel I need the need for anything whatsoever.
CARES, what was the last appointment that you had with CARES? What was the recommendation of the mental health professional? Did they say you no longer need to come here?
They said if I need anything, I could go there. It's an as-needed
This
thing.
is what I want to do, Donald. I want to discharge you in September. That's what I'm trying to work with. I'm trying to discharge you in September. There's absolutely no reason for me to want to keep you anymore. Why would I want to keep you? So, does that make sense, Patty? I mean, I just kind of want you to be the voice of reason, if anything. Your presence, I'm using it as a voice of reason. Hopefully you understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
So since I've done all this with CARES and everything,
Well, Donald,
and I could get the supervisor's name down here because they have videos in their offices as
do you
well.
need Vista bus tokens?
No, I don't.
No? Okay. All right, Donald.
And
You guys have a good one.
and if
Thank
I
you,
end
Patty.
up back in jail, it'll be more retaliation and documented as well. So, but have a good day. Let me see this paper that he didn't give to me, but he gave to somebody else.
So this way, you won't forget it.
There's nothing forgotten. He puts things in dates in Alcantar's name. He backdates things. He uses other people's names to document paperwork. He's gotten caught falsifying paperwork. Funny thing is, why you would even sit there and stick up for this guy?
You should go to the doctor.
For what?
Once is not going to kill you. I keep telling you.